Hi, guys, and welcome back to the Introverted Mind podcast. My name is Bolutifeh, and I am your host on this podcast channel. So, before I begin, I would like to thank you guys for the love and support on my previous video. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for the likes and comments. So, I'm really grateful to you guys. So today I'll be talking about the struggles that comes with being an introvert and what it was like growing up as one. And before I dive fully in today's episode, I'd like to define what an introvert is. An introvert is a quiet person who doesn't like to talk very much and likes to keep their thoughts mostly to themselves. They enjoy the quiet time they get to themselves, and their best thinking is done when they are alone. So, growing up, I never really understood the concept of introversion. I knew I was different in a way. I knew I was kind of weird. Not in a bad way though, because I wouldn't take any offense if anyone called me weird. But at some point, I thought I was the only one dealing with something like this, because left to me, everyone I knew acted differently from the way I did. People I knew were fun to be with, they were outspoken, and they weren't scared or anxious to approach other people or talk in social gatherings. On the other hand, I was really quiet, except with close friends and family members, and I needed no one to tell me I was boring, because I already tagged myself as boring. Most of the time, I was always in my own world. I imagined things a lot, and my imaginations were big that sometimes I forget they weren't real because I painted them so real. That was even where most of my conversation held. That was where I did all my fantasizing too. And to be very honest, realities weren't really my thing, which affected me a bit in the long run. These things bothered me a lot, and I wanted to change. I wanted to approach people and hold conversations easily without panicking. I wanted to talk in large or social gatherings without feeling overwhelmed. I wanted to have the kind of fun people were having. I wanted to go for events in school, especially social nights we had in secondary school, without feeling awkward and exhausted from it. But I just couldn't do all these things. Each time I wanted to do any of these things, I would give a deep thought about it, and it was always like something telling me, don't do it or you just embarrass yourself. And at some point, I accepted my personality for who I was, but I didn't know there was a name for it. I didn't know I wasn't alone, and there were many other existing people like me. And yeah, I can't really recollect where I heard the word introvert for the first time, but I remember searching the internet to see what it meant, and I saw I wasn't alone, and traits being listed of being an introvert was what I had in me, and I was really excited to know more about it. So I started reading books about it. I watched a lot of videos, especially on YouTube, and also read many stuffs online relating to introversion, which I can't wait to share with you guys as we proceed in more episodes to come. I struggled a lot with it and wished I wasn't built this way, but I've learned a lot about it. I have accepted who I am. I have dealt with struggles, and I'm still dealing with them. Although society has taught us that being an introvert is the worst thing you can be, and that everyone should want to be extroverted, which is absolutely wrong, which is not true, because being an introvert has no effect on how happy or how successful you are going to be, as long as you see it in the right way. So all in all, there is nothing wrong with being an introvert. It's not a stigma or a weakness. So no matter what society may or may not say, you don't need to change who you are, because being an introvert is great. Introversion is a great personality, and you can do what extroverts do too, once you learn how to deal with the struggles that come with being an introvert, which I'll be talking about in my next episode. So yeah, this brings us to the end of today's episode. If you like what you heard, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in my next episode. Bye.